Hello, my name is Sebbi and welcome back to the coffee break in Minecraft. Today is Monday, February 24th, 2025. It's been a while since we last spoke. I didn't want it to have such a long break, but unfortunately a sickness happened and kept me from recording the coffee break episodes. I still haven't fully recovered from the sickness, so it's kinda annoying, but it is what it is. So before I continue talking a bit more about the sickness and all the other things that happened since we last spoke, I need to break camp as I'm on my way to the village where my librarian lives, who sells books of mending. This time I brought an empty book, so I can trade the emeralds I got the last time I visited the village together with a book for a book of mending, which is pretty cool. Yeah, I can already spot the tower in which the librarians live. So, what happened? What happened since the last time? The last time ended with some dramatic thoughts as the last driving lesson, the last truck driving lesson before the driving exam went pretty bad. It went pretty bad because first the ambulance shift went longer than anticipated. We got a call, an emergency call, just before the end of the shift, and everything then took longer than anticipated. So in the end, it was a pretty long overtime, forcing me to directly rush from the ambulance station to the meeting spot for the truck driving lesson. I will continue to talk about this in just a moment. The villagers will otherwise not let me continue to talk about things. Let's quickly in here, block them off. Who are you? Yeah, you have the mending books. Alright, I brought book. I brought emeralds. And yeah, thank you. Thank you for the book of mending. I will be back once I harvested lots of more sugar canes. Okay, guys, can you please step away from the door? Yes, thanks. Let me just out of here. Okay. They are still inside. They are still protected. Let's start the journey home and continue talking about the end of the truck driving license project. Yeah, so the end of last time was pretty desperate. Well, not desperate, but pretty much in not a good state. The next day was the truck driver exam, and yeah, we had our meeting, our appointment for 7:30 in the morning. So I had to get to the parking spot of the truck at 7:30 in the morning. Then we had to drive to the examination station where also all the examiners wait, which is to the north of the town I'm living in. Initially, the plan was, hey, let's do some warm-up driving, so to say. Repeat everything important and so on. But as time was of the essence, all of a sudden, it was more like, nope, we're driving directly there. We are directly going to the examiner and pick him up, so that the driving exam can start. I personally found this pretty good, as it was less time of thinking about stuff and maybe, well, not getting anxious or nervous or anything like that, but it's better to just say, okay, here we are, let's do it, and then get it over with. So we got there. It was pretty good and pretty easy drive there. Instead of going through the city or so, we used the autobahn, so smooth sailing to the technical examination office. It's basically they not only have the examiners, but they also responsible for checking whether your car is still safe for driving on roads, and they're doing all traffic, or well, even more. They certify everything basically, which is pretty important thing here in Germany. Anyways, got there via the autobahn, which was kind of easy to drive. The examiner was kind of relaxed. I liked that. Overall, the entire driving exam was so much easier, so much better than anticipated or so. This was mostly due to the fact that at first they wanted to do one of the two main driving tests, driving checks or so. Basically, the one thing was to reverse backwards with the truck and then basically change lanes so that you, for instance, if you want to load something on the truck, that you can stop right in front of some kind of warehouse or whatever. And yeah, that was pretty easy. It was pretty easily done. And I mean, I never had issues with controlling the truck, driving it, maneuvering it around. It's more like those stupid other things, road driving rules or so, that sometimes were confusing. Well, not confusing, but were interpreted too strictly, I guess, or something like this. Anyways. So this happened still in the northern area of the town. From there, they decided, okay, we want now to. Or basically, at first we got there. Then they decided, okay, we end the driving test at the area where the truck normally is parked. But first, let's do some normal driving. So we continue from there, first via some highways. Well, not highways. First via some country roads, then onto a highway, so that we got to the south of the city, where we got already kind of close to the area where the truck is parked. But no, then they wanted again to drive through the city to the north again, which was kind of curious, but okay. There's kind of big country, but kind of big road leading through the city. So we just drove on this very big road. I was all the time expecting, hey, we are going to those very small inner roads in the city where only one truck fits through, and once there's approaching traffic, you are basically stuck and so on. But we surprisingly kept away from all those narrow roads, from all those passenger crossings and so on that can be tricky, and where it's like, okay, if there's a passenger in 8-meter range around the passenger crossing, and this passenger crosses the crossing after I drove over it, but well after me, it can still mean I failed the exam. So it's completely arbitrary, and this was also the thing that really annoyed me about it. Like, if there's really no one in very close proximity to walk on the road and use the pedestrian crossing, then yeah, that's not a big thing or so. But apparently it is a big thing. And so, yeah, those things were the things I was not looking forward to. Luckily, we stayed away from this. And yeah, as we reached a little bit more of the northern part of the city again, I thought, okay, now they definitely get me into those very narrow inner city roads where I have to deal with all those pedestrians and all that jazz. But no, then they realized, okay, we still have to do one more driving test, which is basically you stop at an intersection, and then you have to basically reverse to the right around a corner. Also, super easy task. I mean, maneuvering big truck, very simple. Making sure no pedestrian runs over a pedestrian crossing, not so easy. Yeah, so we had to get there. Then they weren't sure, okay, are there construction sites? Are there roadworks? How is the traffic and so on? We have another driving test coming right after my driving test. So let's better make sure that we arrive in time. So why not go back to the Autobahn? And I thought, okay, sure, we can do that. Autobahn is easy with big truck. Just have to drive straight and do nothing, basically. And yeah, so we just used the Autobahn again, got to the southern part of the city, to the meeting spot. I did my reversing around the corner thingy. No issues with that. And yeah, with that, the practical session of the exam already was over, and I was like, okay, that was lucky. I was super lucky that the examiner. Ooh, no, we are not doing that again. Actually, you can live. That the examiner wasn't forcing me through very tricky situations, and it was super easy. Just drive on white roads. Thanks so much. And then there's also what I discussed last time, the check of the truck. It was hilarious. I mean, I was well prepared for checking the truck, so I knew basically everything. But the examiner wasn't even interested in hearing everything, because the examiner urgently had to get to a restroom. And so it was like, okay, please pull a card and start to work through those 6 tasks that are on the card. I started with this, and every time I said the first correct word, it was like, okay, fine, next question, please. Okay, fine, next question, please. We really rushed through all those truck checks. And I guess the examiner then was just relieved that he finally could go to the restroom. So yeah, I passed. I passed the truck driver license exam. I'm now allowed to drive very big trucks. Of course, I'm not allowed to drive big trucks with a trailer. For this, it would be another amendment to the license, to the driver's license, which would have been unnecessarily expensive in comparison to what I did. But I can now basically drive everything that has no trailer, no matter what the weight of that thing is. So that's cool. That's nice, and I was super happy about this. So yeah, made it through that. Really great great outcome, and so much stress free, which was just, I was so relieved that it went so smoothly, and it's finally behind me, and I can finally rest and do other things. Yeah, rest and do other things didn't really happen. Basically, on Monday, as I had this very long day, this very stressful day, this very stressful last practical session, as I got home from that practical session, like after a 12-hour day or something like that, I felt not sick, but I felt like, okay, I'm exhausted. I felt some nausea or something like that. And I just thought, okay, I hope I'm not getting sick now. The next few days felt a little bit like, okay, I feel a little bit of a sickness. That's not good. I was then thinking about like, okay, please, buddy, hang on. I mean, there was also this MRT thing, which was not stressful at all, also, which was super cool. I mean, I talked about this in detail last time, but yeah, even in this MRT thing, I noticed a little bit of, okay, I'm feeling a little bit off, not completely off, but a bit off. So I was really thinking like, okay, please, buddy, hold it together until the end of the driving exam, please. I do not want to postpone it. I just want to get over with it and then be free. Yeah, the buddy managed to hold together. I was then thinking and hoping, well, next day is Valentine's Day. I really, really, really want to celebrate Valentine's Day with my partner. We had some cool ideas what we wanted to do. And I really hope that I can make it then to Valentine's Day. I basically managed to get to Valentine's Day and get through it. But on Valentine's Day itself, I already felt that, okay, something is not feeling good. It basically everything got worse with my situation. It felt like, okay, I'm getting, maybe I'm getting a cold. I was just expecting a cold, and I think it still is somewhat of a cold, but more than a cold. I don't know what actually that is. Yeah, so Friday was Valentine's Day. It was a super, I mean, sure, I had to work that day, but the rest of the day, the evening and so on, was one of the most wholesome evenings in my life, almost. So yeah, this was, man, super happy about that, and I still happily think back to it. My partner came here on Thursday already, after, well, not directly after the driving exam, but they arrived Thursday afternoon, I guess. But yeah, so it was nice. We're spending Thursday evening together, thinking about the next day, Valentine's Day. But yeah, on Valentine's Day, I then noticed, okay, feeling more sick. I, after got home from work on Friday, almost lost my voice. So I basically, I mean, I could still speak, but it was super rough voice. And yeah, that was bad, unfortunately. Oh, very bad. So Friday over the shift, I basically lost my voice. So Valentine's Day also got a little bit, well, stressful. Well, not stressful, but this was the only, there was an additional sad thing about it, but still, it was the most wholesome day, or definitely one of the most wholesome days in my life, if not the most wholesome evenings in my life. So super happy, super in love. Anyways, sickness stuff first. Yeah, so I still soldiered on. I had to work on Saturday and Sunday, so went to work on Saturday, and in the morning I was greeted right away by my team partner like, "Hey, you sound sick. You sound super sick." This continued, like everyone at the station I met from the other ambulance crews and so on was like, "Ooh, what's going on with your voice? That's not good." And yeah, luckily everyone convinced me to horse. Luckily everyone convinced me to then call sick for Sunday. Yeah, very good horse. So yeah, that's basically what I did right after the shift on Saturday. Called in sick. And because I had this where this would have been official days I would have had off on Monday and Tuesday. I drove to my partner to spend the 3 days with them and to recover from the sickness. It unfortunately didn't get better. Even my voice didn't came back. So on Tuesday, since Wednesday would have been the next working day, sorry horse, dang. Sorry guy. This was not, dang. Wait. Yeah, I'm still apparently a bit, well, not apparently, I'm definitely sick and not fully focused, but I'm also not fully focused due to other reasons. So sorry, horse. Sorry very much. Okay. Yeah, went to my doctor and got the information. Okay, you are now sick. You're not going to work until tomorrow, basically. So until Tuesday, February 25th. So I hope that over the time, and I mean normally when I get a cold, I recover rather quickly. I was expecting the same, but it didn't fully happen. So the cold also extended to my middle ears, basically, that they are affected. I still have from time to time some nasty cough, and yeah, didn't really got away. It got better, definitely. So yesterday I also already was feeling much better, but still not good. So this morning, unfortunately, also my partner got sick, which I feel very sorry for. And I was, I mean, we both wanted to spend time together with, so we both knew and accepted the risk, but still was not happy about it that I infected them. And yeah, so this morning went to their doctor, and this doctor then also said, okay, you are a little bit longer sick, so the next potential day I will work again now is Friday. And yeah, by the a little bit slow talking right now, I'm really trying to suppress some coughing. So it's good. It's good that this episode is about to end. And yeah, I guess we will see us tomorrow again, hopefully, so that I can continue talking about all those things that happened since basically the last episode. Yeah. For this, I hope you still enjoyed this episode, although it was, I mean, great news, done with the truck driver's license, passed it without any issues, so that was amazing. And yeah, the sickness will also end at some point. It's just annoying that it takes so long. But yeah, it is what it is. And we will see us in the next episode. Thank you so much for watching. Until then, my name is Sebbi. See you.